Chris, Nikhil last couple of games has had good looks and just they haven't gotten down. Do you see anything that's going on there? Or is it just a little bit of a slump for him right now?
Yeah, no, they'll go in. They always do.
In the way that he has navigated mentally the good times and the bad, how do you feel like he has matured in that respect of being able to weather storms?
I think it's one of his best and biggest areas of growth. I think it's also, led to the seasons he's been able to have. Most young players put a lot of pressure on themselves, and he was no different. But he's kind of figured out how to, kind of just relax and keep playing and keep trusting that, he's got a role here and a very important one, and defense and shooting and all that kind of stuff. He just does so many great things for us that, he can't afford to kind of get lost and live play by play, So.
Hey, Chris, what do you think of the way Rudy has balanced being a new father with, the intensity of these playoffs? How do you think he's navigated all of that?
Well, I think, for us, it's been great. There's no real change. His approach, his attitude, his preparation, puts a lot of time in, whether it be on his individual skills or in the weight room or, on his body. So I can't speak for his home life. But he's been great. It's a lot to take on. I know he's super excited about it all, and been a real pro.
Chris, what do you expect from Anthony tonight, and where do you think he is in terms of mental and physical energy?
Yeah, he's fine. I think he admitted the other night that he was tired, and that's what we love about Anthony. He's truthful. We saw it in the game. Saw it in the beginning. He was trying to find it. He just couldn't. He's entitled to have a game like that once in a while. I'm sure he'll be fine. I know he's ready to go, mentally and physically. So.
Conventional wisdom is you give potent playmakers, you show them different looks. Is it easier or harder to show two different guys on the floor different looks at the same time if you're trying to mix it up versus Luka or mix it up versus Kyrie?
Yeah.
Is that better to go both of them at the same time, or is it better to?
I mean, I think in general it's harder to do multiple things to, different people. You got to have a really good team with a high IQ that's used to executing all that stuff and recognizing it. I think some of our pick and roll fundamentals were pretty rusty the other day, as we saw. We're going to have to be a lot better tonight.
In terms of what Luke was able to do in the fourth quarter, was that something that wasn't working for you guys, or do you think it was just what he does?
I mean, it's what he does, really, largely. I mean, there were opportunities, I think, looking back, we maybe could have done a better job of giving him some different looks. He made a couple tough shots in and around the free throw line over Jaden. Some of that stuff you're going to have to live with. The one that hurt the most was the offensive rebound kick-out three when we were up 4 with 3 minutes to play. That's something. It's a controllable. We rebound the ball better. So yeah. But he's a great player. You're not going to stop him. So we just got to try to find ways to make him a little more inefficient.
Coach, excuse me. How tough is it to see a guy like JB let go after a pretty good playoff run and beat up roster like that?
Yeah, I mean it's extremely difficult to see those things in the coaching profession after a run of success. I worked with JB for 5 years in Houston, know him well, like him a lot, always admire the work that he's done. Every team that he's gone to has had a distinct personality, tough to play against. It's just the unfortunate side of our business, but I'm sure he'll bounce back, and oftentimes you land in a better situation even though you don't know it at the time. So.
Chris, you guys have done a pretty good job of bouncing back from losses all season long, especially after you said it was kind of a tough film session after game one. Is there anything you look for specifically, particularly in the early part of the game, that leads you to believe, like, okay, the message was received?
Yeah, I mean, to me it's about our focus on the game plan and the effort and the energy that's going into that. Didn't think that was there throughout most of game one. But our guys will be fine. I'm confident of it. They're ready to play. They're excited. Thanks, guys.